G'day Seagulls fans, welcome to Seagulls TV for our round 6 team announcement video ahead of our Saturday clash at Burbank Oval with the Northern Blues, and football manager Chris Dixon has been good enough to join us once again. Chris, welcome. Big game for both the Blues and the Seagulls this weekend.
It is indeed, so looking forward to being back at home and hopefully getting another couple of good results on the back of what we did out of Werribee. So as I said, coming up against a team that's hoping to improve a fair bit over the pre-season and got a lot of new faces, so looking forward to testing ourselves against them.
Now, a few forced changes this week. The biggest one, or the most obvious one I suppose, is Cameron Lockwood being suspended for a couple of weeks. What options do we have there to cover his absence?
Yeah, Cam's sort of been playing more of a forward role with us recently, so I guess we've got the ability to sort of bring someone in that front half of the ground or add a sort of an extra midfielder to the mix there. So it's disappointing to lose Cam. Probably one where he just got his technique wrong a little bit and caught the Werribee play a bit high. So look, he'll have a couple of weeks holiday, but we'll certainly be back and back and ready to go. And I think it must be our Frank's Footscray game where he'll be eligible again. So good thing is we've got a lot of guys putting their hand up at development level. Even though the boys did go down on the weekend to Werribee by 10 points, it was a really gutsy effort. We were down to sort of one rotation on the bench, copped a few injuries during the game. Unfortunately lost a couple of players. Damien Vijay, who'll miss most of the year, and Jacob Jazari, who'll miss this week as well. Probably guys who would have come in and filled that spot. So, but there are still plenty of good performances from that game, and plenty of guys putting their hand up, which is good.
And another player who'll miss is Ruckman Nick Meese. Just pulled up a bit sore after the weekend? Or?
Yeah, just managing a little bit of a niggle there, so just going to miss the one game at this stage. It's obviously a huge loss for us, but I guess we've got a couple of quality replacements who can sort of play a similar role, but he does take away a fair part of the side when you consider what he's been able to do so far this year, and the numbers have been pretty out. So, but it's a long year, and we've got to look after him, and we're making sure that we'll be right to go for the remainder of the year.
Absolutely. More positive news, we'll get our skipper Ben Jolly back, who was a late withdrawal last week.
So yeah, just Ben was probably pretty close to playing last week. It was a game day decision, so he sort of gave a bit of a test in the morning and just didn't get through in the end. So look, he'll be back, he's ready to go, he's trained really well this week and his back's feeling a lot better. So he'll be great to, especially when you do lose, the leadership of Cam Lockwood, have Ben coming back in, it's a great result.
Absolutely, and another name back in the sides, at senior or development level, we're not sure where he'll play this week, but Jack Johnston set to return to football this week. Great to have him back.
Probably a couple of weeks later than what we would have hoped. I guess the original diagnosis, we were sort of looking at about round 3, round 4, but there's sort of bit of time extra just to make sure he's got that strength in his hand right after the incident that saw him miss a fair bit of footy. So look, he'll definitely be playing. It's just a question of where at this stage. So we'll see how he goes for training tonight, and we'll make a decision whether it's the development level or senior level. But looking forward to seeing him back in action. He obviously brings so much to us. Really versatile. He played predominantly down at half-back last year, but we've seen at this time in the club his ability to play forward, ability to play on ball. So he's a really versatile player and one you can sort of fit in a few different areas. So he's pretty handy and pretty important for us when he's up and going. So looking forward to seeing him back out there.
It's great to have him back. Taking a look at the game itself now, as we spoke before, obviously Meese missing. Will that mean Ace Cordy sees some more ruck time this week?
That's the beauty of Ace. I guess he's played predominantly forward for us so far, but he will get a bit more time in there. Look, we'll use to give him some support, whether that's a Tyler Curtis, Jake Owen, Sam Critchley. I'm sure the sort of decision we made on that, which way we go there. But I guess that's the beauty of Ace, who's 204 centimetres. Look, we recruited him as a forward, but we do know he's played a lot of ruck at this level and also AFL level. So he'll spend probably, a lot more time than what he has been. And we'll also give him a bit of support in there. But it's pretty handy to have someone like that when you do lose someone like Nick Meese, and you've got someone at 204 centimetres to replace him. But Ace is going to have a big job in his hands when he's in there. They've got a lot of quality ruckmen that'll go through, so it's a pretty important job that we need to do this week.
Including ex-Seagull Cameron Wood, of course. And just on the Blues, who were some of their better performers to this stage of the year?
Nick Graham had a day out last week at Casey Field. The numbers, I think he had everyone sort of shaking his head at the numbers he put out. I think it was 35 disposals, 25 tackles, which is a fair day out in anyone's language. So look, obviously he's a really quality player at this level. His whole career has sort of been a ball magnet, and we've seen that sort of through Gippsland Power and also when he's been in the Blues. So he's certainly one that we've got to keep an eye on. Hisham Kabertashow, I think that's how I pronounce it. So small forward from the Calder Cannons. Been really impressive so far as a young kid coming in his first year of BFL football. And of course we've also got a couple of our ex-players, as you mentioned, Cam Wood, Ben Casley has been in pretty good form from him as well. I think he sort of might have kicked a few goals a couple of weeks ago against Collingwood. So a couple of guys were really well aware of their strengths, and certainly guys that we're going to have to keep an eye on Saturday.
Well, just on Saturday, we're obviously got our kids' activity zone, our Waterline Place kids' activity zone up and running again. So the bungee trampoline, kids' animal farm, there'll be footy activities on. So certainly encourage everyone to bring along the kids and the whole family, because there's something for everyone at Burbank Oval. John Elliott will be speaking at our President's Luncheon, the always controversial John Elliott. So if you'd like to come along to that, tickets are $60 and can be purchased through the club by calling 9391 0309. Development at 11 o'clock, seniors at 2 o'clock, and Chris, this is our last game at Burbank Oval for a while.
I know, about a month I think it is, so yeah, really great opportunity for everyone to come down and support the boys at home. We've been wrapped with the crowd so far this year, so looking forward. I think the forecast is a lot better than what we saw at Port Melbourne.
Good.
Which that's not saying much, but I think it is. We've got 22 degrees and plenty of sun there and not much wind, so I think it's an improvement on what we saw last time at Burbank Oval, so no reason not to come down and support the boys and hope to see a couple of wins.
It's set to be a great day, so we'll see you all out there at Burbank Oval on Saturday.